Okay, we're going to look at how to split a fraction, a polynomial fraction, into partial fractions. Now, this fraction is an improper fraction because the order of the top polynomial, which is 2, is actually equal to the order of the bottom polynomial, the denominator, which is also 2. And an improper polynomial fraction is when the order of the top is equal or more than the order of the bottom. So this is improper, so before we can split it into partial fractions, we have to divide it out. And to divide it out, we have to expand the denominator of this fraction. Now I've noticed that this is the same as the difference of two squares, so that will be x squared minus 1. So what we're actually going to do is divide 2x squared plus x plus 1 by x squared minus 1. And when you divide this, you look at the first two terms and you'll notice that I've got to multiply that x squared by 2 to make that first term. So the 2 is going to go there. And then you've got to remember that everything has to be multiplied by 2. So that's 2x squared minus 2. And that gives me 0. X take away 0 is just x. And then 1 minus minus 2 is 3. So what I've got is, written in divided out form, that will be 2 plus 3 plus x over x squared minus 1. And what I've now got is a polynomial that is a proper polynomial because the order of the bottom is actually bigger than the order of the top. So now this has to be split into partial fraction form. So if I just rewrite that as x plus 3 over x plus 1 into x minus 1, this, the right hand side, can then become a over x plus 1 plus b over x minus 1. And remember, when you multiply through for partial fractions, only multiply through the fractions in the denominator on the left hand side. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply everything by x plus 1. That gives me x plus 3 over x minus 1, a, because x plus 1 times x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 will cancel, plus b into x plus 1 over x minus 1. And the object is to get rid of this bracket, so I'm going to substitute x equals minus 1 into both sides of that identity. So minus 1 plus 3 will give me 2, minus 1 will give me minus 2, and that will equal to a because that will be equal to 0. So a is then equal to minus 1. Now to find b, all I've got to do is substitute any number into there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to substitute 0 into there. So if I look at the left hand side, 0 plus 3 is 3. That will become 1 times minus 1, which is minus 1. This will then become minus 1 over 1 because we know a is minus 1. And b plus b over minus 1. And we've only got one unknown there, so we can sort out what b is. So minus 3 is equal to minus 1 minus b. So therefore 3 is 1 plus b, which means that b is 2. So the whole divided out form will be 2 minus 1 over x plus 1 plus 2 over x minus 1. And that's the full partial fraction form, which is actually in a form very easy to integrate.